Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 314. Today we're going back to 2010. A 1975 album was reissued as a remix, remaster, along with another series, also by the same band. I'm talking, of course, about Deep Purple's Come Taste the Band. Love this album. Fantastic album. It's the only album to feature Tommy Bolin. When I was collecting my original line of Deep Purple vinyl albums, this was actually the last studio album to get because it wasn't available in our area in Michigan. We couldn't, we didn't have Discogs or eBay or things like that back in the day. So your best bet was to happen to stumble across it at a Salvation Army or some place where you could buy used records, or a record show, but those were typically incredibly expensive. And then if you could special order it, you could wait a month and pay an exorbitant amount to have it special ordered because they were coming over from Europe most of the time. So this was the last one that I got, and I remember, I want to say I got it at either Harmony House or Car City Classics in Michigan, and was really grateful because I had heard a couple songs from the Deep Purple Anthology album. We talked about that when I covered that one on the show, and was so glad to finally hear the magic that is Come Taste the Band. But here's what you get on this one. So here's the cover. You get the back with the dual CD track list, which is really nice. So here's where I kind of fall off with these projects, because the first CD is the entire album remastered, and it has the bonus track of the single edition of You Keep On Moving. Why you would want that, I don't know, other than to study where it was edited out of like a historic value or curiosity. But as far as listening to it, why would you listen to the truncated version when you've got the full version on the album right there, just one track before? So that always seems a little bit weird to me. Historical collection, yes, I guess I can see it from that standpoint. But here's what gets even weirder. CD2 is the remixed version of the album. So you would assume that remix would also cause it to be mastered, but it wouldn't be remastered because it's a new mix. So you have, I'm guessing, the original album just remastered, and then the new mix and master of the album. So I don't know why you do that. Just put the original album on there and then do a remix and remaster. Maybe put a little bit of analog warmth on it to clean it up for that cold digital CD. Other than that, and maybe that's all they did. It's really hard to say, but I don't know. It just seems like this really could have been one CD. However, what we get on the remastered, or the remixed CD, I should say, which again, I would assume includes a master, are two bonus tracks. We don't get another single edit of You Keep On Moving, thank God. But what we do get is a different song order, for one, because Drifter is track number 10. Actually, yeah, You Keep On Moving is track, I don't know why they reordered it. Roger did that on the new Rapture of the Deep album too, and I find that curious. But anyway, so we do get two bonus tracks. So one is Same in LA, which is the whole reason I bought this. I wasn't going to get it, but that was a song I needed to cover on Deep Purple Smoke on the podcast, thanks to one of my listeners who brought that to my attention. And so I got it basically for that, because this is the only source for that song. And then you also get a Tommy Bolin, Ian Pace jam, which is actually really enjoyable to listen to. So that's what you get on the CDs, but you also get a very nice package. So you get, and I think initially, I got this used, but I think initially there was like a cardboard sleeve that came with this that had along the bottom here, like it had a bunch of wording about it being the 35th anniversary and stuff. Really nice, thick booklet here. You get lots of stuff. You get pictures of the band at the time. You get some stories. You get lots of information. Actually, it's a really nice, thick book. The text is actually a little bit more readable than a lot of these that I see. Still not the greatest thing, but not bad. I can't complain about that. You also get two very nicely done CDs. You get the first one from the heavily recognized Purple Records logo, which I am such a big fan of. I love that logo. I even have it. Had made coasters of that logo. This is from the Machine Head album, and sent those out to my coaster loving friends. And so then on the back you have then the second CD, which is a really cool CD. Actually, I like that too. I like the artwork of that. This is what you get in the insert card. And yeah, it's a really cool package. I'm going to be curious to dig into the remix and remaster and compare those to the original version that I have and compare them to the vinyl, just see what the sonic quality differences are. But honestly, what I'm typically going to go back to, if I'm in the car, I'm going to listen to the digital version on my iPod. If I am home, I'm going to listen to the original vinyl version. So these, for me, the interest that they hold is the bonus tracks. The studio chatter, the cuts, the jams that we get, those are the things for me. Now, the Roger Glover remix CDs, or anniversary edition CDs, I should say, made a lot of sense. They had a lot of bonus content. There might have not been a lot of bonus content for this, and I get that, but I still argue you could have just released a second CD and that would have been fine. But anyway, I'm grateful to have it in my collection. Looking forward to listening through to it, and we'll enjoy that. It's a great album, though, either way. Come Taste the Band. Excellent album. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day as we're getting closer to the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. We do have a bonus episode of Deep Purple Smoke on the podcast talking about bonus tracks. This one was a bit of a gray area, to be honest. I could argue that it really didn't fit my format, but I'm glad I did it anyway. So check that out on Saturday. In the meantime, we have a new regular episode scheduled for you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great weekend ahead. We'll see you guys. Cheers.